everybody, it's your girl Nunuru, and I am coming to you as a response to Travthewordsmith. He had put it out of Pay It Forward about a person that meant a lot to you and made you the person who you are, or a person that that you felt did a lot in your life. So I have a few. The first one I would list is my husband. And if you knew us as a couple, you would probably be like, yeah, that should be your pay it forward. And the reason why I said that is because me and my husband, we was enemies. And when I say enemies, when we first met, I didn't like him, and he didn't like me. And it sounds very trifling, but he was a friend of a person that I used to deal with. And I mean, he used to come around to the house, and I used to slam the door in his face, and he used to call me out of my name, and I would call him out of his name. I mean, when I said we was enemies, I mean we was real enemies. And my mom used to say all the time that y'all just like each other so much that one day y'all gonna wind up together. And we both would be like, yeah, right, not in this world. I mean, just to look at him used to make me angry. Like, that's how much I disliked him. That's how much he disliked me. Well, what happened was my the person I was seeing at the time, he had he like really did me bad. Like, he not only did he cheat on me, but I had just had his baby, and he, like, the whole town pretty much was like on his side because they was close to him. And he, like, the person that he cheated on me with, of course, first of all, was his other kid's mother. And I used to tell him all the time that I'm the type of person that if you felt like we shouldn't be together, I'd rather you just say that. And if I felt that way, I would just say it, because I would like to end as friends instead of end as enemies. Because I'm a very loving person. I get along with just about everybody, but I don't like nobody to cross me. So anyway, what happened was he had, between him and her and their friends in the neighborhood, they bust my windows out of my house. They spray painted my car. And my thing was, why would you allow this to happen in the house that your child is in? But he did. And like, I just kept getting things fixed. I let it slide. But I'm the type of person that once it builds up in me, it's like a time bomb. It's like it would take everything to calm me down. But actually, it did take everything, because the cops had to actually come. And but anyway, so we were just done. And I was cool. Like, I was mad at him for the way he did it, because I've always told him that I would like to end as friends, because I don't like enemies. I really don't. I'd rather us get along. I'm just that type of person. Sound corny to some, oh well, that's just me. But anyway, so one day, like, he comes to the house, and he didn't know, my husband didn't know that all of this had took place. And so when he came to the house, it was like, what the heck happened? What the heck happened? And I had told him, and he was like, wow. And he was the only one that, I didn't have a car during that time no more, because they put chocolate and sugar in my tank of my brand new car. I had a brand new car. They destroyed the car. It was total. And I still had to pay my car payments on this car that I couldn't drive. So anyway, he started coming around to help with the kids. We still didn't like each other, but he was there because it was like the neighborhood I lived in was like a family neighborhood. So everyone in that neighborhood was trying to come at me. But he wasn't allowing that to happen. He was like, look, I don't like you, you don't like me, but this ain't going down. So one day he was at the house, and my baby daddy got mad because his friend was at the house, and he called me outside, and he said, I just want to talk to you for a second. And he took a bat, without me knowing that he had a bat, and hit me with the bat and actually knocked me out. When I say I seen stars, I seen stars. But yeah, now my husband, during that time, of course, like we was enemies, he like ran him down. Like he was like yoked him up. He was like, no, man, this ain't cool. This ain't cool. You can leave her alone, but I'm looking out for your daughter because, you know, she has nobody to help her out here. So it was like he became a friend. He became a friend. We actually became friends before we even thought about being a couple. I mean, we was friends for like maybe 2.5 years, because I actually moved in with him because they destroyed my house and we had to go through the courts and stuff like that. And I'm not going to act like I was no angel, because I did actually get them. And I'm not going to say how I got them, but I got them because I fought back. I'm a fighter, and it's not so much I'm going to take from somebody. But anyway, my husband, who was my enemy that whole time, stuck by my side the whole time, didn't want nothing from me, didn't expect nothing from me. He just was there for my kids. I realized after 2 years of being by him, seeing him date somebody else, and me meeting other people, that I got jealous of seeing him with somebody else. And that's when I realized that, oh my God, this man who did everything for me, I'm actually falling in love with. This person who I couldn't stand with all my might, I'm actually falling in love with. I mean, he took a person that he didn't like and moved them into his house, took care of my kids. She was only a newborn, bought the diapers, did everything he could, enrolled my other kids into school. Like, he was just there. So, yeah. I give him thanks. I'm so thankful for him. And we've been together now for 21 years. So it's like, I mean, I thank God. I thank God for him. Like, I am so thankful. And another person that, you know, I was thankful for, I don't have her no more, but it was my mom. I mean, my mom, my husband and everybody said I'm the most spoiled person they ever seen in their life. My mom, she just bent over backwards for me. I had, I don't want to cry because I get really emotional, but I remember a time when I had just moved out of my mom's house, and I was so happy because I got my own place. I mean, I had my daughter, I was almost 20. I was 19. I was like 5 months short of becoming 20. So I had moved in my own place. I was happy because it was like I'm 20 years old and I got my own house. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I bought the house, but I rented the house. And it was mine. And I just loved it. And I was so happy to be on my own. And I didn't realize all the dangers that it was out in the world. So I was raped at gunpoint, and she was like the only person that I could really talk to. She was like the only person that I could talk to. Like, she was just the only person I could talk to. And I miss her. I miss her so much because she's not here no more. But I know I went through a lot. And I'm so grateful. I was so grateful for my mother. But, yeah, so those are the two. Like I said, my husband, he's amazing. And, you know, everyone knows that I'm sick now. I have the disease that my mom died from, which is called Charcot-Marie Tooth, better known as CMT. Charcot, C-H-A-R-C-O-T. And the name Marie, and the name and the tooth, Charcot-Marie Tooth. And it's hard. It's really hard because I have to take pills every day, and I have to walk with a walker. My life changed like so much. And my husband, he's involved with so many things, but it's like everything that he do is always me first. Like, he has to take care of me. And I'm so grateful for him, because we have friends who, left their, loved ones because they got sick and they just couldn't deal with it no more. My husband been dealing with this since 2009, and he always tell me, I'm not going nowhere. He was like, I'm not going nowhere. And, I was afraid that my outcome was going to be the same as my mom. But he was like, I'm not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere, because we're going to fight this. We're going to work for a cure. We're going to do marches. We're going to raise money for this cure. And it's just like, he went from my enemy to my best friend. And I love him to death. Well, I'm sorry, because I know this was a long video, but I just wanted to just pay it forward to, to give my husband credit where credit is due. So thanks, Trav, the wordsmith, for putting this out, because he's very special to me. And my mother was very special to me too. And although I had both of my parents growing up, and my father mean a lot to me, but nothing was like my mom. So, all right. Well, peace out. Love y'all. And until next time.